When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Scanning the field, it's Knight. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it to him on the screen. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got a man, it's Singleton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's impressive. I'll tell you, the quarterback, of course, he's left-handed, but that time he's rolling to his right. So it's not easy to be accurate throwing when you're running that way, but nice throw to get that completion.
They'll line up for a second down play. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Now the play fake. When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Oregon Ducks, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Thompson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
First and 10.
Ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
With the catch, it's Sexton. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, the defense is in man coverage. The problem is they don't have guys that can match up from a size speed standpoint with this tight end. So the QB found the right matchup, was able to hit him on the corner route, and it's a big play for this offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, this defense knew the offense was going to try to take shots vertically down the field and do it in a variety of ways. That time, they were able to defend the corner route and swat the ball down.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Ward. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt.
Take over. First and 10.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Intercepted, number 19. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. Sometimes there are careless interceptions and other times forced ones, and the defense forced that one.
They did. Nice job dialing up the pressure. Great job getting to the QB. So much athleticism on this defense, and moving forward, this offense is going to have to be really careful thinking about how they need to protect their quarterback to give him a chance.
Bring in the heat. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes the grab on third. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Knight. It's complete on the right side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Ducks are marching down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here.
Touchdown, Oregon! First score of the game goes up.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Oregon 7, Kentucky 0.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
On the screen. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Ward. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got a man. It's Lawson. Just outside the red zone. As they pick up the 1st down, they'll spot it at the 22. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Ducks will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Off play action on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Firing to the right, complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Ward. It's in, complete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Finds us back in the middle. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's Ward. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Oh, he's got a chance. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Gets it out fast. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
They'll go to the toss. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
To the air, it's Knight. Caught near the sticks, it's Singleton. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Tackled on the play at the 10-yard line. And first down for the offense.
The Ducks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they will score! Touchdown, Oregon!
Touchdown.
They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And he puts through the extra point.
Kentucky, 0.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
He's brought down.
Kentucky right back to the line.
Second down coming up.
Looking downfield, it's Ward. On target over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Looking to throw again. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Makes the catch. It's Sexton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Lets it fly. play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's Wiley. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Dropping back, it's Knight. Quickly out to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 34.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Rushes on him. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Wildcats will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Handoff from the gun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
At the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Down at the 8-yard line. It's 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Makes the grab. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Number 86.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by 7 over North Carolina. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
42, Spider.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
35, Kentucky, 0.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the 2nd half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Back to throw, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in, it's Singleton. On the move at the 30. There he goes to the left. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Finds his man. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
Kentucky, 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Let's go! Quarterback will keep it. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Ward. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And how about this defense really answering the challenge so far today? This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to let it go. And he's got it inside the 35. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here we go. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Offense.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll take it himself. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's Ward. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Past the 50. Past the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oregon! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And there's something you don't see often, a 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. As a quarterback, you know those windows are really small to throw into. And if you don't throw it on time, it's going to get, at minimum, tipped, maybe picked. That's the worst possible scenario for a quarterback. What a play by the defense.
Lining up to add another. How in the world did he miss that? Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Leaves it with the running back. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Picks up 4. Brings up second down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Turning on the Jets. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
We always talk about Yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Ward. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
He's got it. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. They want to throw it. Under fire. Moving toward the end zone, ball out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold him that football.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
Caught over the middle. It's Wiley. Oh, what a caught! And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Brought down on the play at the 35-yard line. And first down.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to test the right side with this one. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Hauls it in. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Finds his man. It's Riggs. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great. So, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together. Be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Bulldozes his way through. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown in their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Finds a tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Lawson. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
And your Kentucky Wildcats will take over 1st and 10.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Oh, he's got some space. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Right back to the well. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll try the run. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day.
Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4 yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Hard running there.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fires to the tight end. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Here we go. Back to throw, it's Ward. Going for the big play. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. He might want another play. Easy. Takes a snap, wants to throw. It's dropped, and that's how we'll wrap up this one as the game is over.